The Toledo-Lucas County Public Library is in the process of planning out the new Washington Branch campus. But before things are finalized, leaders want to hear from you. Jason Kutchma is here this afternoon so we can learn more about an upcoming community listening session. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So first of all, the library got some great support from the community.
Tremendous support
in November.
Yeah, with 59% of voters approved our bond issue, which allows us to do a lot of work on our campuses all across the county, all 20 locations, not including main library.
So everybody sees the benefit to having a library in their neighborhood.
Absolutely, and the library tends to be a catalyst for economic growth and development and boosting homeowner values and things like that. So it's a plus for a neighborhood in a number of different ways.
So the next project you have coming up is the Washington Branch.
Right.
This was something that you sold to the school district, right? And then now you're leasing it from them for momentarily so that you could build a new place.
Yeah, it's a good example of a partnership where we sold the building to Washington local schools. They needed to build a consolidated middle school. We're leasing the building back from them until they need it back at the end of the summer. But in the meantime, we found a new property over at Alexis and Tremainsville that we'll be building the replacement branch. So we're inviting community members to join us this Thursday from 5:30 to 7 to learn more about that.
And that's the old food town?
It is the old food town.
Yeah, so if that is ringing a bell to you, that's where this new branch is going to be located. And what are some of the things that you want to hear from the community about this?
Well, we called it a campus because it will include a larger branch. So the existing branch is about 13,000 square feet. This will be about 20,000 square feet. And we're taking about 8 acres of asphalt and parking lots and all that and turning it into a community asset. So we want to hear from the community members. We've done a lot of the creative work behind the scenes over the last half a year or so, and we want to test that with the community, see what they like, see what they want to see in the branch, see what they want to see happening around the branch. We know that it tends to be a catalyst, again, for community growth.
Yeah. Will you have some pictures or anything fun to show them?
Oh, for sure. Everybody wants to see renderings. So we'll have renderings, and for the folks that can't join us on Thursday from 5:30 to 7, we'll have activities or ways for them to provide feedback at the branch over on Harvest currently.
What types of things, will we see some new technology or state of the art, or will this be updated from what folks saw with the previous branch?
Oh, for sure. I mean, from everything from the kids area, the children's area, to meeting spaces, we can't build enough meeting spaces into our locations. And so the existing branch was built in 1986, it was renovated in 2002, so it's been over 20 years since we've touched that branch. So it's a chance for us it was high on our list for our facilities master plan to address, and everything kind of came together at once to make this an opportunity we could jump on first for our community.
There's been you've done a lot of work in revamping places. The branch on Dorr Street, that's come on within the last decade, and we saw some really cool things with that. So, what are you hoping for with this new branch in the neighborhood?
One of the things that I think is amazing about the public library is that we have that foot in the tradition, but we're also kind of keeping an eye on how community members want to use those spaces, increasingly valuable spaces for people to come together when we've spent so much time apart. And so having a branch like this that's going to be bigger with a lot more meeting spaces, a lot more amenities for folks, is just, it's something, it's a blessing that we have for our community. I'm glad to be and proud to be a steward of those resources.
Yeah, a great tool for the community as well. As you mentioned, those meeting spaces can be used for anything from, I know a knitting group gets together at one of the local branches, things like that. But it's just a way for people, as you said, to be together.
Book clubs, story time, study groups, community groups, anything. I mean, it is a community asset, and we encourage our community to use it. And we saw a 7% increase in foot traffic at the library last year, and we expect to see that jump up again this year.
Wow. And also with this bond that passed in November, you'll have a completely new branch that will come down the line with this funding as well. Yeah,
so at the top of the list was the Washington branch to address. The Holland branch is a mirror image of the Washington branch, so we'll expand that branch too. And we're also looking at a 21st location in White House as a partnership with the Village and with the Metro Parks there. So those will be the top 3 projects that will come off the line here shortly.
So be aware that is coming down the road. But in the meantime, folks, this is an opportunity for you to get out and provide that input. So tell us when and where this is happening.
5:30 to 7 at 3025 Alexis Road, the old food town. So if folks saw some old sheds or an old parking lot there in the old food town, that's where we'll be.
Okay, February 6th. What day is today? Today is the 3rd.
Yes,
so this is on Thursday.
Thank you.
So make plans to be there, because this is a community asset, and this is something that you are going to be using with your own family. So let your voice be heard, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Thanks for being here today. We appreciate it.